Hello friends, welcome to Relive channel. I am Shilpa Pannal from Relive Psychological Services, ventured into this with the hope for psychological awareness among every normal population. As of my observation and experience, psychological services are confined to only those who are in need of professional help, that means who have some problem. But here, beginning from the scratch, I just wanted to share my views and opinions about the psychological services in general. Psychological services, beginning from the scratch, it starts from psychology. Psychological services. Let us understand about it in the very broader sense. Psychological services are based on the subject psychology or the concept of psychology. Let us have our discussion from the beginning of psychology, what it means. The term psychology is defined as it is a scientific study of behavior. Behavior consisting of internal behavior and external behavior. Internal behavior means it might consist about mental processes like thinking, feelings, etc. And external behavior can be something like our actions, what it goes about. Understanding about the very general concept of health. What is health? As our World Health Organization defines health, it is the complete physical, mental and social well-being of the person, and it is not merely the absence of disease, and it is also the well-being of the person. So, on this scale of mental health, 0 at the center, which consists of normalcy, that is normal people, and 0 to -1 is the negative sigma, which consists of illnesses or disorders or diseases, some disturbances in the life, and 0 to +1 is the well-being of the person. That can be something like happiness, satisfaction, contentment, etc. So, this is the overall scale of mental health, and we lie somewhere here at the center. It can be with the mask of happiness and denial of disturbances. Hence, most of them lie at the center point, that is at the normal population. We feel we are happy, we are contented, we are satisfied, but still the underlying sub-threshold issues will be disturbing us with the mask of happiness. So it is our duty, or it is our psychological services will help us to identify what exactly the underlying issues. Here we need to know about the interlink between psychological processes and mental health. Let me tell you friends, psychological processes, which means, as we have discussed, that is about the behavior. It is after all our own behavior which is responsible for our mental health. So here we are to understand about the interlink or the connection between the psychological processes of ours which is resulting in our mental health. At Relive, gradually let us learn and discuss about various psychological processes which are leading to or which are responsible for our mental health, because our agenda is the positive mental health among everyone to the possible extent. For example, if we take about this as our world of knowledge, how much you know or how much we know? Probably very minimal point. So let me say few percent, probably 10%. This is the segment what we know. I already know. Example, I know to read, I know to write, I know to talk, I know to cook, I know to drive. There are so many things what we know. And if I ask you friends, what you don't know? Again, there are ample things. I hope you agree with me that there are so many things what you don't know than you know, right? So this can be little more larger extent than this first segment. This is what you know, and this is what we don't know. Right? And to take up into the percentage level, probably hypothetically let me say 30%. Right? You might be wondering, 10% is what we know, 30% is what we don't know. Then what about the rest? Right? This is something what we don't know that we don't know. We don't know that we don't know. That is nearly about 60%. These are the percentage which are very hypothetical. I am trying to tell you about the proportion of the percentages, friends. So this third segment, what we don't know that we don't know. I repeat, the examples for what you know might be driving, reading, writing, talking, etc. And the things what you don't know, something like Spanish, or I don't know what is there in the Mars. I don't know what is happening in other planets. I don't know what the other people's culture. I don't know the updated fashion, whatever. That comes into the category of what I don't know. I'm trying to tell you, I know that I don't know about it. Right? And this is the third segment. I don't even know that I don't know about so many things. But believe me, this is considering about the major percentage, and for which similarly, if we talk about the similar psychological concepts, something like what Sigmund Freud calls it as unconsciousness. There is lot of things in the world that we don't even know that we don't know about it. So then where is the part of learning? Where is the chance for me to learn? Example, if I know that I don't know about something, I can go in search of that. I can go in trying for that. But I don't even know that what I need. I don't even know that there is something there. Then how can I learn about it? So how can I know about it? That is the reason our elders and all say we should be always receptive to new learnings and for our new experiences. I can't say that I know everything, I will sit with us. No, we can't say that, because there are so many things we have to modify and we need to learn, and this is the ever ending process of learning. Here, I ask you a simple question. How are you? How are you? A very simple phrase what we come across daily. And the spontaneous answer will be, I'm good, I'm fine. And we are very happy to hear that, because it is about the well-being of the person, right? But let us cross-check about three simple questions. What I have written here, three very simple questions. Let me ask about ourselves to ourselves, okay? Do you get emotionally disturbed by any other person's act or behavior or their attitudes? Any other person can be your significant person, like can be parent or a brother or a sister or a spouse or a child, whoever it can be. Or a colleague too. Does anyone gets disturbed because of your behavior or your acts? Sometimes we will be in the myth that I am perfect, I am very good, but somehow, knowingly or unknowingly, there could be some disturbance to other people because of us. I might not be doing that wantedly, but still there are so many mistakes happening and they might be perceiving me as not being very good, whatever. The third question, are there any situations or incidents which cannot be changeable or disturbing your mental peace? Example can be something like death of a significant person, death of a loved one, otherwise it can be immense financial loss, loss of a job, or losing a friendship, or frequent marital disturbances. I mean, which cannot be changeable situations, but we are getting disturbed about it, if that is disturbing. Friends, if any of these statements, if you have yes, any one statement you have answer as yes, then there is something to be changed. There is something which has to be changed. And this is the insight for us. There is some modification, there is some change which is needed from me. This is what we are trying to understand by being receptive for the new knowledge and new learnings. Now, our first step of success is something that knowing about our own faults, knowing about what to be changed in us. If I know what has to be changed, automatically I will search for the so many ways how to be changed. That is not a big task because there are so many services which are available for us how to be changed. The first thing which has to be interested and which has to be very important is, firstly, I should know that is there any change required for us. Let us question ourselves, because we are not exhibiting our faults or something in front of others, and whatever is our approaches and whatever is our thing, it is for your own self, and it will be assured at relive with 100% confidentiality. Again, if there is any yes for any of these three questions, there is something which has to be changed and which can be changed. So let us cross check ourselves and you rate yourself how many it is. Okay. So in this general orientation for psychology, we have learnt about few very important concepts, something called about health consisting of physical health and mental health too. Then the next one, we have to be receptive for our new learnings and new modifications and new improvements to enhance our positive mental health. Nextly, how do we know about it? It is through the psychological testings which are standardized in nature. These are the three important points of this orientation episode, and in future episodes we will discuss about the testings of various domains in detail and different various topics where you can get logged into our review channel. So let us be open for so many new learnings and new discussions which can be possible through our these relive episodes and programs, where we can catch up later in the future episodes. Thank you.